Everyone, welcome to Ashley and Lancelot Show. Also, we're collabing with Dark Titan Enterprise. This is Lance Ross. I am actually Bob Ross from the Nine Gates of Hell, possessed the Asian boy with a deal with the devil. And we are going to be doing the base 2 layers of it. This is basically we'll be gluing certain parts of it, and we're also going to be doing more detailed painting of it before we get to shadowing. So basically, they're not glued yet, but they will be glued in probably the third video. But you want to get all this meticulous detail that we need to put in now. So we did the first base layer. This is now called the second base. It's going to be multiple videos of it. This will be part 1. Please subscribe to either of our channels. Check our channel as well. Ashley Lancelot Show will be giving away a brand new Nintendo Switch for up to when you can hit 1,000 subs. So right now we are going to make this wing look very beautiful. Looks like we haven't done the backside that well. I think that was because it was very liquidy. But we can fix that right now. We can fix that wing right now. There only are happy accidents. There's no wrong thing. Always go back and get fixed. So, up a little bit. The one we're using for this is skeleton bones, or the wings. Using a fat brush, pick one out, pull all the way down the side, all the way down the side. You want to have a little bit of those gray things, gray little streaks with it, because with the base part of it, we will make base layer 2. It'll look gorgeous when we do a wash for these and do the shadowing for it. All the details will be in the base layer version of 2 of it. That looks like we're going to have to wait on the base layer 2 on the wings until this is fully dry. This should take about a couple of minutes to finish it dry. Up goes, down it goes, up and down. Don't worry about the brush stroke. If you have, problem looking at brush strokes when you paint, that means your paint is very thick. You actually want to dilute it by a couple drops and mix it up, and then try it as well. We're personally putting brush strokes on this because you want that detail for the base layer 2. There's a couple hint for that for you guys. Pick one up, or you make a little mess, go over a little red. We'll do all the touch-up for it on base layer 2 after we finish all this. So, see how rough I'm doing it? Good, rough, hard, soft as you like. For the base layer 2, we'll be using a very thin, finer brush. So, if you have any comments, put down below about any kind of painting as well. What kind of paint, techniques, ratio for it. We want some thickness. Remember that thickness in the other video? We want some thickness because we want to have a little bit more of a detail and texture of it. We want this thing been through battle, pulling a lot of the players as well. Go poke all around it because things are very leathery. Never actually held a bat before. That'll be a different story. And if you guys want to learn how to clean your brushes, and we also have the wax brush. Gotta find it. I'll help you guys out with it. For the fine detail, we're going to use the Minute Series. I believe this is 12. 3 and just 3/0. And we are going to be doing very fine details. We're going to have to let that dry. I think we're going to work on the torso and the fur as well. Flaming, but we are going to be rocking this back and forth. I believe paint has made it dry on it. Let's finish up the torso area so that we can finish up the fur. Then we can glue this thing together, glue the wings. For this one, we're going to touch it little bit extra layer using the Mephisto Red from Citadel. These are about $6 to $7. They're expensive, but it gives very good color ratio for what you're doing right now. And very good for first base layer as well. It's also good for primer use. And you can get these at Amazon, eBay, comic book store, tabletop, not at Michael's, and not at a hobby off. So we want to go a little bit gently on the side of it. Go. We'll go between the muscle line. We're not covering this whole thing with whole area. We're just using it as an outline. The muscle bone structure is at. Also kind of a bit of a shadowing, but we want that little bit marking. Well, it'll look very beautiful. So when you do a wash, it'll show out a lot more, like being a black outline for it. A little bit to the muscle line of it. Then we're going to go over with the other paint to give it a little bit of a gloss, a little bit of wash over. You know, look at the line. See the line? You guys can. Doing a simple line. You know, it doesn't matter if it's nice and thick. Just try to get between the muscle structure that's on here. That's where we wanted it to glow more, on the muscle structure. Little fine details. Get those pecs up for those demons. Here your adventurers, your players. And if you're playing as a monster, you look one sexy demon. Oh, and give us a little bit of a red stripe. I'm not too worried about this area because it's going to be covered with that shoulder blade, that shoulder piece armor that he has. But he will start around. Head structures that. Oh, more muscle tone. How that dries very quickly. Sides. That's enough with that. Side to dry. We use, I think, Dragon's Blood on Army War Paint. So we got our outline kind of done. If it's very thick, you want to probably dilute it about a couple, like 1 or 2 drops. Out. A little at a time. And don't worry about what with the gray and stuff, because we're going to weather this with a little bit of a black wash. It'll be in battle. See that little red marking with the Mephisto red we did with the Citadel? And gives it that little bit of a lining of a body structure from that pecs. You know, lightly coat it over. You can still see that red outline. See that, you know, help give it a little bit more details. That's what we want to see. That's what we lightly brush over. Alright, you can see a little bit of gray. I'll lightly brush over it. Lightly brush over. Get that well with the light. And actually, see that Mephisto red. Ooh, that's too much. Alright. Lightly all over. That Mephisto red is really, really bright. And the red and the blood drag red is very, very, you know, diluted like a wash. That's the case. Get a little bit of paper towel. Quick dab. Pull. Get all that little bit of moisture. Grab all that little baby moisture. Go. Look how good that is. See that little Mephisto red still showing the outline? That's what we want. That's what we want. A little too much, it's fine. That's only happy accident. Around, lightly coat it, lightly coat it. Oops. A little slippery little devil. Slippery little devil. Trying to be holding a devil. Well, basically. Figure out how I want his muscle to look. Good. I take excess dabbing. Just dab down. Little dab and down. Little dab and down. Little dab and down. Torso. Dab. Dab and down. Dab and down. Almost done. Dab and down. The access to do a quick dab. Paper towel. Don't rub it all around because you actually will scratch all the paint off. That is pretty good. I'm going to be plugging this back. Looks how it dries. Might have to put a little more in the back right here. I can see through a little bit of white. Want a little bit. One two-tone color, dark red and bright red. Move down that axis. Keep brushing, working your way around. Keep working your way around. I use every 3 to 4 drops of paint, 1 drop of water. That's my ratio. You always go experiment with your ratio, however you want. Okay. Torso's ready to be glued. Something else when it dries. I won't work on that until torso fully dries, but wing is actually almost dried. Let me see the other one. This one's fully dried. But not much, not really. Oh well. You can work on something else. Well, we can actually work on the mane. For this, we got Mars Red. We're going to use a little bit of dragon blood and put it towards the tip of it. Just, you know, see how dilute the water is? You can see between the orange over the red. Then we're going to do different layers. Just get a little dab, spread it all around. Dab, spread it all around. Spread that little lovely fire. We'll do the same thing on Mars Red. This will have about 3 to 4 layers of different types of flame coming out, colored flames coming out, like real. I want to try to get as much color tone as possible in the fire. That's possible. Around. That side is about to dry. I like that. Work on the next one. Fire whip. Same thing. Don't waste any paint. Little dab and spread it all around. We want to start slowly see, draw several parts, how each layer of paint makes a difference. Just using one tone color. A lot of people use one tone color. They just need to know how to do it. This is basically like a red wash. You still see the Mars red, dragon blood around it as well. Suppose that several snippets of that will help out. Dry, a lot of paint to dry. You'd be going all around this lake. You guys work. So you want to probably have red eyes, beautiful red eyes, little beautiful red. Hold it as you can. But you want a little. You really want to point on a little bit of water. Point. Dabbing eyes. Oh, start working on the details around it. Each channel, take time. For the inside. Don't worry if you go over the line. Cover that up. Doesn't look even. Fine. You know that this one a little bit more I put in. Cover that up a little bit at a time. Best way to cover that up is a little bit of white. Then you reuse skeleton bones on it. You can also paint it black too if you want. Paint the eyes black. I'm giving it red because it's a fire demon. I want this to be engulfed in flames a little bit. Oh. Down. Still work on the shoulder. I'm going to be using not that, a little bit light brown. Have it. Here we go. Harvest Woodland Brown. MSP paint. One we have here. Too much of it. We're going to be slowly doing the outline. We'll use the skeleton bone wash over it. I'm just lightly putting it on the gray part that wasn't covered with skeleton bone. So that once we put skeleton bone over this of a wash kind of base, you'll have more of a detail popping out of the bone structure and the shoulder as well. Like how we did with the torso. Just lightly dab it. You're just going to be lightly covering over the gray. Then we'll put some red flames coming out of his mouth as well later on. For now, cheekbone. Giving more of a texture. Oops. Much. Careful with the eye socket. A lot of the tutorial videos that I watch never really show you these kind of, basically it's not really a base layer, more like shadowing. We're shadowing the outline, and we'll put the second base layer on top of it. Basically what we're really doing. We have different two texture of color that are blending in, so that you can actually see the details. We'll wait till that dries a bit, but more on the top and the side. We are going to be blending it with the base layer too. I will say this is more of a shadowing. You don't really have to. You just find the closest color you can and try to blend it with the same color paint. You can fix the eye from here. See the different outline you can see, skeleton bone and stuff. But when you put wash, with a wash, it's 1 to 2 drops of paint and same ratio as drop of paint. You want to wash it over it. What we're doing on this. Same outline. Don't worry, go to play. The wash will fix everything. sides. Do shoulder shadow. I can work on the wing. Slowly, for the wing, slowly pick a spot and try to cover as much gray as possible. Spot. There is going to be some gray in here. That's fine. But we are trying to find texture. I'm using that reference I have in my mind. That wing look like a little bit translucent. They're kind of leathery. That's why we have skull bone and wood separate. Sometimes they're really bat wings if you hold them out, even though they're one color, but sometimes are translucent in between. See a little bit of the bone structures. Side is dark. Well, that. I'm going to put a base layer 2 on that when that finish dries up. But down it goes. Tips. See, 2 wings and I'm done in shadow. I think that will be just the part 1 of the series. I think this will be 4 to 5 parts, just letting you guys know. Just to stay tuned for next week, and also subscribe to both our channel. Leave a comment question, but I want to show you how the torso looks really nice because we shadowed it and we also put in second base layer paint on it. So this looks very nice. It's still drying. Well, anyhow guys, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys next week for part 2 of shadowing and base layer 2. Thank you guys for watching and have a great week. Bye bye.